All right, hello, I am Charlie of Deep Tide Yoga. Not sure what the long pause was there. Hopefully you're enjoying some of the videos that I'm putting on YouTube, trying to spread the love of yoga, and hopefully people out there are able to stretch their bodies, get the heart rate up, and enjoy the other beautiful part of yoga, which allows us to sometimes start to play with a different perspective, look at the world in a different way. The theme is transformational and kind of rebirth. When you come into yoga, you have this kind of offering at the beginning, this real opening, and then you have Shavasana at the end, which is corpse pose, and it's where you accept that things end and things stop and they are no more, because there is this beautiful, therefore, opportunity to be reborn, to have a more space for something else, because we only have so much time, so many hours in the day, so much mental capacity, and when we want to feel something different or do something new, sometimes we're full and there isn't enough space. And so this class is about perhaps accepting that something has passed, or maybe identifying that something no longer needs to be there, and you can let it go and it can end. And that's okay, because in this world we often try to hang on to things so tightly, and therefore we can't let new things in, and we haven't got the space to process that. So that's what this class is hopefully going to cultivate. All right, let's get started. So come to a comfortable seat. If you have a yoga block, bring it and sit on it, and have it nearby. We may use it and enjoy. So coming to your comfortable seat, cross-legged, sitting up nice and tall, relaxing your shoulders, broadening through the collarbone, lengthening through your spine, your chest. Imagine there's that rope or that string, just pulling from the crown of the head, lifting nice and tall, but then softening through your belly, relaxing your shoulders, pulling your head slightly back into position, and then having the palms facing up on the knees, looking down at the floor, the mat, taking a deep breath in through the nose, and an exhale through the mouth. Good, taking a deep breath in through the nose, closing the eyes, exhale through the mouth. One more. Good, you can continue with your breath or just let it be natural. Keep the eyes closed, the body still, and let's just take a few moments here to settle into practice. Allow our bodies, our minds to just catch up with where we are, what we're doing. Resist any mini urges to fidget or move, just relax. But also, just like in life, if a shape that you're in, if a position that you're in doesn't work, don't force it. Just try again, figure it out, move around, but then equally re-find that stillness. We don't want the mind to overtake our actual experience and our understanding of our existence. We want to try to control it, but with this feeling of softness, giving in, and taking a moment to really acknowledge or just bring into the mind this understanding of transformation or rebirth or revival, whatever you might want to call it, and just allowing yourself to perhaps play with or understand when something ends, that's an opportunity. When something passes or no longer exists, moves on, finishes, it does leave space for something new. And being able to focus on that and that positive energy, if anything, maybe a period of a little mini feeling of excitement that something new can now come forward. Bring your hands to heart center, and before we begin our movement, let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Blinking open the eyes, interlacing the hands, and then just flipping the palms going forwards, extending out through your arms, pressing your fingers forward and tucking your chin to your chest. And then reaching your arms to the sky, squeezing your arms, your shoulders up to your ears. So the opposite of what you're told normally, kind of really collapse and squeeze your ears. And then release your fingers from each other and reach the arms up to the sky, still squeezing your ears. And now, without taking your hands too far away from each other, pull your shoulders away from your ears. So feel your shoulder blades activate, your palms are facing each other. Find a length from your rib cage, so keeping your shoulders away from your ears. Stretch higher from the base of your belly, breathing in. Exhale, left hand down to the floor and going across to the left. Nice big stretch through that right arm. Good, inhale up and over to the right, extending the left arm over. And coming up. If you're sitting on a block or a pillow, just remove it. And then come to bend your knees, having your feet on the floor. Have your feet as wide as your mat and take your hands behind you, fingertips facing forward or slightly turned out. You're going to windscreen wiper the legs, so just dropping the knees side to side a few times, letting one knee drop to the center and one knee drop out to the side. One more round. Very good. Now bring your feet in line with your hips, so parallel, and take your hands behind you, fingertips facing forward. We're going to lift to reverse table. So you press the body up, you take your weight into your hands and your feet. Ideally, you want to have your shoulders, hips, and knees in line. Squeeze your glutes softly and just rock forward and back, waking up the ankles and the wrists. Good. Careful on the wrists here. So you want to rock forward and back. Bring the bum to the floor and reach your arms to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, reach forward. So just kind of relax your belly in between your thighs. Reach your hands as far as you can. And then inhale, arms back up. And exhale, hands come behind you. Come back to reverse table. Inhale, press the hips to the sky. Really try to focus on pressing your palms into the floor to protect your wrists. Keeping your bum high, take your right leg to the sky. Try to keep your hips high. Now take your right ankle onto your left knee. Drop your right knee out to the side and then bring your bum down towards your hands. So your bum's going to go a little bit further down. Flip your fingertips to face the back of the mat and then press your body, your shoulders towards your right shin. Flex your right foot. Nice opening of the glute, the hip. Breath in, breath out. Good. Pulling the shoulders back, taking your left heel into your right glute and just pressing your left knee down to the floor and your right foot on top. So you come into this twisted position. So your left foot is tucked in, your right leg is on top. Wrap your left arm around the right and then look over your right shoulder, coming into a seated twist. Lengthening through your body, all the way up through your spine, taking a breath in and taking a breath out. Good, back around to the center. Extend your right leg out. Have your left leg on your inner right thigh. So right leg extended, left leg back. Flex through your right foot, take your arms to the sky. And then exhale, take your right hand down to your right leg or all the way across to your fingertip, your toes, and reach over that right leg. So let your left arm extend down over your right leg. Try not to collapse your shoulder. Pull your left shoulder back. Breathing in, breathing out. Bringing your left hand up and over, bringing it down to the floor. You're going to come into what's called rock star. You're pressing into this left knee and coming onto the tips of the right toes. So you lift the body up, you come onto the tips of the right toes, reach your right arm to the sky, and this cool rock star position, pressing into your left shin, your left knee, and coming all the way down. Coming back to where we began, with your knees bent and your feet parallel, fingertips behind. Inhale, lift to reverse table, squeeze those glutes, keep the bum high, press into the palms of the hands. Take the left leg to the sky, trying to keep your hips level and up, and then left ankle, right thigh, and bring the bum towards the hands. Flip the fingertips to face backwards. Stay here if this is enough, or reach the shoulders forward. Try to flex your left foot. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Bringing the shoulders back, tucking that right foot into the left glute, Bringing the right knee and the left foot down. You're in this position, wrapping the arm around the left leg and looking over the left shoulder. Nice length through your spine. Breathing in, breathing out. One more, breathing in, breathing out. Good, extend through your left leg, bringing your right foot to your inner left thigh. Flexing through that left foot, arms to the sky, big breath in, try to move with your breath, and then reach over that left leg. So folding the torso down, doesn't matter where your left arm finds your left leg. Again, trying not to drop your right shoulder. Breath in, breath out. Right arm up and over, pressing into the right knee, the right hand as you lift the whole body forward and up, pressing it out, coming onto the tips of the left toe, and then coming back down, coming onto all fours. So table position, you want your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Press index finger and thumb into the ground, squeeze the belly, a nice long line through your neck. So you're in position, look down at your thumbs now. Cat-cows, inhale, drop your belly, look up. Exhale, squeeze the belly in, dome through the shoulders, look through. Two more, inhale, arch that spine, ripple the body forward, looking up. Exhale, squeezing the belly in, pressing the ground away, chin to chest. Last one, inhale, belly down, arch that spine, looking up. And exhale, squeezing the body, chin to chest. Good, flat back. Press the index finger and the thumb into the ground, tuck your toes, rock forward and back for 3, for 2, for 1. Hips to sky, downward facing dog. Find the position of the feet. Try not to have the feet too close together. You want them hip distance or maybe even wider. Looking at one spot, so through the knees, through the thighs, but try not to dart the eyes around. You can pedal out the legs, bend the knees if you need to, if you're tight in the hamstrings. Breath in, breath out. You're going to rotate both heels to the right, look forward and then bend the glute to the right heel. So you're kind of pressing to the back corner of the mat. Then inhale, ripple forward, take the heels to the left and repeat on the left. Exhale, bum down to the left. Inhale, up and over to the right. Exhale, bum down to the right. Inhale, up and over to the left. Exhale, bum down to the left. Inhale, high plank, activate the core, engage and hold. Good. Tuck your right heel to your right glute. Roll your left heel to the left and then step your right foot to the outside edge of your mat. Right arm to the sky, wild thing. Coming onto the tips of the right toes. Inhale, take the right hand back down and slowly step the right foot in between the hands. If you get it halfway, that's fine. You just push it up using your hands as an assistant. Drop your back knee, arms to sky. Vinyasa, low lunge. Toes are tucked, hands are up. Pressing into the right big toe. Breathing in, breathing out. Hands come down, right leg back, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, hold. Left heel to left glute, little pause, right heel to right, left foot to the outside edge, left arm to sky, wild thing. Pressing the torso up, trying to be on the tips of the left toes. Slowly bring the left hand down and without stepping the left foot, silently step the left foot in between the hands. Good, drop your back knee, arms to sky, keeping the back toes tucked. Pressing into the left big toe. Breathing in, breathing out. Hands come down, take it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, lift your heels, look forward and step both feet to the top of the mat for a forward fold. Feet are together, head is heavy, arms are heavy. Strong legs, soft bend in the knees. Grip the toes into the floor, the mat. Heavy head. Hands to shins, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms to sky, come to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. Well done. Inhale, arms to sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. High plank, step or jump. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or if you're ready, chaturanga. Up dog, cobra, lift. Downward facing dog, 2 breaths. Inhale, 1. Exhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2. Right leg to sky, 3-legged dog, lift. Exhale, knee to nose, round through your spine. Right leg to sky, lift. Exhale, right knee to right tricep, hold. Right leg to sky, inhale. Right knee to nose, exhale. Flex right foot and then step it in between your hands. Arms to sky, lunge. This time the back knee is lifted. Back heel is not pressing back. We want it lifted, tucking that tailbone, nice soft bend into this front leg. Well done, breathing in, breathing out. Hands are going to come down to the floor. Slowly come up into standing split. So take the weight into the front leg as you catapult and shoot the left leg to the sky. Now try not to open, or just don't open the left hip to the side. Keep the left hip dialed down. That will mean the left foot doesn't go as high. Now focus on getting your balance, so finding a strength in your right foot. A soft, maybe baby bend, and you're coming up to warrior 3. So you lift the torso slowly as you take the eyesight forward, and you bring the hands into the palm. You bring the hands to the heart center, into prayer position. Now this left back leg is nice and strong and straight. You're pointing through the toe or flexing. Now slowly lift the torso more as the left knee comes in and up, arms to sky. From here, cross your left foot on top of your right thigh, bring your hands to chest and squat down, standing pigeon. Flex through that left foot, take a nice low bend into the right. Bum is back, chest and collarbone is open. Take a breath in and take a breath out. Take a breath in and take a breath out. Good, we're going back to lunge. Slowly and steadily step your left foot to the back of the mat, slow and controlled, arms to sky, breath in. As you exhale, warrior 2, open to the left. Find your feet, so make sure this right foot hasn't crept in. Get it straight out in front, press into the right thigh, push this right knee out to the right. Hands and shoulders parallel to the floor. Focus your eyes on your right hand. Breath in, breath out. Straighten front leg, maybe bring back foot in an inch or 2. Take your hips to the back as you reach your right arm forward. Triangle pose, right hand to block, shin or inner shin, left arm to sky. Pull your right hip back and your left hip dials down. Looking to left thumb, engaging your core and finding length between right hip and right shoulder. Breathing in, breathing out. Bending into right leg, bringing left hand down to floor, twisting onto the toes of the back foot and right arm to sky. Side angle. Right arm to sky, left arm down. Inhale, both arms to sky, lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. We twist to the right and we hook the left tricep on the outside edge of the right thigh. If this is too much for you, drop your back knee and just bring it down a notch. Focus on squeezing your belly button and trying to look over your right shoulder. 2 more breaths. Bring left hand down, right hand down, step it back, high plank, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin to the floor. Inhale, cobra, up dog, squeeze. Exhale, downward facing dog or child's pose. Your choice. Time to reset. Let's not get distracted. Focus your breath. Focus your eyesight on one place. Breathe nice and deeply. Nice. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Child's poses, come back to downward dog. Together, left leg to sky, inhale. Knee to nose, exhale, round your spine. Left leg to sky, inhale. Left knee, left tricep, little pause, shoulders forward. Left leg to sky, inhale. Left knee to nose. Flex the left foot, step it in between the hands. Arms to sky, lunge. Back heel nice and high, pressing deeply into front leg. Inhale. Exhale. Standing splits, hands come down, weight into front leg, right leg to sky. Hold, making sure the right heel and the right hip do not dial out. Facing down. Catching the weight strongly in the left leg as you come to warrior three. Lifting the torso, the body up, hands to heart center. Right foot back behind you. You can flex or point, engaging into the core. Taking the arms to sky as the right knee comes in and up to the chest. Hands to prayer, right foot top of left thigh, and you squat the bum back and down. Standing pigeon, flexing that top foot, taking the weight backwards, finding the strength in this left foot. Hold and breathe. One more breath. Good, slow and controlled to lunge. Right foot to the back of the mat, arms to sky. Inhale. As you exhale, warrior two, open to the right. Again, make sure left foot is facing straight out in front. Left knee is not dipping in. Focus on your left middle finger. Strong and straight legs, or strong and straight back leg. Inhale. Exhale. Straighten front leg. Back foot can stay where it is or come in an inch or so. Hips go back and left hand comes to shin, inner shin or yoga block. Right arm goes to sky, pulling left hip back and right hip forward. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. Bending into left leg, bringing right hand down, left arm to sky, twisting onto the toes of the back foot, twisted side angle, looking up to that top arm, engaging your core, finding your breath. Left hand down to the floor, high plank, step it back. We're going to hold it here. If you're taking it easy, or for, whatever level you might be, drop your knees and lift your toes. Try not to have the hips back. You want hips, knees and shoulders in line, squeezing that belly button to the spine. If you're up, lifting the knees, great. Try not to have the bum high, otherwise it's not worth it. Come down onto the lower knee option. 2 more breaths. Don't forget to breathe. Downward facing dog. Breath in and breath out. Left leg steps in between your hands. Arms to sky, lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. Twist to the left. Hook your right tricep onto your outer left thigh. Remember, you can drop your back knee if you want to take the softer option and get more out of the twist. If we've got the knee lifted, there's a little bit more effort in the lower body and we can lose that focus of the twist. Right hand down, left hand down, downward facing dog. Left leg back, downward dog. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, lift your heels, look forward. Prepare so you can jump if you like to jump or step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach to standing. And exhale, hands to heart, down by the sides. Let's close the eyes. Take 3 breaths here. Let's not check out. Press your toes into the floor. Squeeze your glutes. Wrap your thighs. Engage your belly button. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Open the eyes, arms to sky. Breath in, look to your thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step or jump, high plank chaturanga. Up dog, cobra, lift. Downward facing dog. Inhale 1. Exhale 1. Right leg to sky lift, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee comes to right wrist. It's not on the floor, we're hovering. Right knee to right elbow. Right knee to right armpit. To elbow. To wrist. To elbow. To wrist. To armpit. To wrist. To armpit. To floor. Well done. From here, take your hips back, but keep the hips off the ground, so we don't want to slide all the way down into our pigeon full pose. Keep your back toe tucked and just lift up into your hips. So you'll have to really use your glutes here. Try not to let the hip open. Lift your body up and try to bring your arms above your head. You've got to dial your hips and your shoulders to face forward and squeeze into your glute. If you'd like to go a little bit further, maybe bring one hand or both hands slightly out in front onto the floor. And if you've got protection of your left knee, kick your left foot into your shoulder. This might be enough. If you'd like to try and go a bit further, bring your arms to the sky once again. You've got to use your glutes, your quads, and maybe you might be able to reach the hands into prayer down the back, or grab the foot. Now that's an intense back bend, and everybody's bodies are different. So please just find your level and don't push it. We're going to come into sleeping swan, so relax the leg, slide the hips to the floor and come onto forearms or all the way onto forehead. Close your eyes, take a full breath in and a full breath out. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Last one here, start to come up onto the hands, breath in and breath out. Slow and controlled, open your left hip out to the side. Slowly and carefully lift this left leg forward and up, and then down to the floor with the leg bent. Take this right leg from underneath, extend it out in front, and then bring the left foot to the inner right thigh. Pull the flesh, the sit bones back. I don't know why I said it like that. Arms to sky, breath in, and exhale, forward fold. Try not to reach with the shoulders back, so look at the difference. People try to go as far as they can with the toes, and actually it might be better to just focus on lengthening through your spine and trying to hinge and fold from your lower back. So that might be bringing the hands back to guide you, or if you're super open, obviously come all the way down. You've got 3 more breaths. Important to open up into those hamstrings, the lower back, the hips. You got 1 more breath. Lifting all the way up, we're going to take the shoulders back, coming into a V-sit. Bring the right leg up, bring the left leg up into your boat pose, your Shavasana. To take it easier, option 1 is just keep the tiptoes on the floor. Option 2 is have the legs parallel to the floor. So little bent bows, bent legs, or extend through your legs. 3 breaths. Focus, engage, be happy to be alive and breathing. You've got this. And you have the option here to take a vinyasa or just go to a child's pose or down dog. You cross the legs, you tuck them in, and you jump through your vinyasas, up dog cobras, or you'll be finding your way to your downward facing dog. 2 breaths, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, left leg to sky, squeeze those hands into the floor, inhale, knee to left wrist, hover and hold it, to the elbow, to the armpit, to the wrist, elbow, wrist, elbow, wrist, armpit, wrist, armpit, floor. Whew. Take the hips back. Remember, we're not taking them to the floor yet. Keep that back foot tucked and try to, with your balance, lift the arms to the sky. So in this position, the key is pulling that right hip to face forward, engaging your quad and your glute. If that's not possible, just focus like a baby steps, maybe come onto a block and lift yourself up there, and that will be enough. Or just keep your fingertips on the floor. If you did want to go further, kick that right foot into the shoulders and take your hands in prayer up and back behind you, finding your foot, or even just reaching foot to hands is getting the stretch. The end result is not what's important. It's what the body needs. It's how is the breath. Try not to focus too much on the absolute of the pose. Coming all the way down into beautiful sleeping swan, forearms or forehead, relaxing legs, finding your breath and closing down your eyes. Two more. Well done. Lifting up onto the hands, opening the right hip to the right, slow and controlled. Take the right leg around to the front, up in front and down, bent. Then left leg out in front, straight. Pull the sit bones back, right foot to the inner left thigh. Flesh comes back, arms to the sky. And a reminder to focus on hinging and folding from the lower back. So what tends to happen is nothing happens with the back and everyone just moves with the hands, squeezes the shoulders back, and we're here. Not getting anything here. You want to be pulling up and pressing from here. So if the hinge isn't there yet in your body, don't worry about it. Bring your hands down and just focus on pressing from here, maybe bringing the hands behind you and focusing, or if you're like, Charlie, I've got that, of course, just come down into your position. But try not to have the neck like I've got it now. If you're really open, lengthen nice and long, focus on nice big hinge and fold. Two more breaths. Last one. Coming back to that boat pose, lifting up, extending the leg, left leg nice and controlled, and right leg to join. Remember option 1, option 2, and option 3. Inhale, exhale, sorry, runny nose, inhale, exhale. We're going to come to low boat, so you're going to lower the legs, bring the lower back onto the floor, keep the shoulders off, looking towards your tiptoes, squeezing your belly. Focus on your breath, you can do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Bring the knees into the chest, squeeze everything in. Big, big squeeze. Give yourself a hug, inhale. Exhale. Bring the feet to the floor by the bum, knees bent. And cross your right leg on top of your left. Take your hips to the right and drop your knees to the left. Seated twist, maybe take the chin to the right. And relax. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Don't lose your breath. Slowly bringing the knees in, uncrossing the right, crossing the left on top of the right, hips to the left, knees to the right, and hold on your opposite side. Maybe closing down your eyes, but not losing your focus, not losing your breath, not just yet. Breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out. Bringing the knees back to center, uncrossing the legs and bringing the hips neutral, so nice in line, flattening out your middle and lower back into the ground. So you should really kind of feel this posterior tilt of the pelvis. So the right end of the tailbone, the end of the pelvis, I want to be slightly lifted off the floor. So tilting and tucking. So there's a squeezing of your glutes. Have your heels close to your bum and your feet hip distance. We're going to lift up into bridge, so lift the hips and the body up, pressing the weight into your feet, making sure the knees don't drop in or out, and keeping the knees above your feet. Maybe you want to interlace your hands and roll onto the edges of the shoulders, coming a little bit higher into the hips, pressing and lengthening. Try not to lose that tuck, so don't let the bum be loose. Squeeze those glutes and tilt the pelvis up to lengthen through the lower back. Breathing in, breathing out. Releasing the hands out by the sides and slowly, bone by bone, tilting the tailbone, come all the way down. Take the right knee into the chest, hands onto your right knee. Squeeze it as close as you can towards your chest. And then extend the right leg up to the sky, flexing the foot and taking the hands on the back of the shin or the back of the thigh. Nice straight right leg, opening the hamstring and pulling that right leg towards you. Don't let the head and shoulders lift off the ground. If you'd like a little bit of an extra stretch, take your left knee out to the left. So like a half butterfly leg. That can be a bit intense on the hip and the hamstring. So I think only do that if it feels good for you. Release that right leg, bending at the knee, bringing it down to the floor. Left leg goes up. No, we squeeze it in, sorry. Bring the left knee into the chest. Left hands on the left shin. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You should get a twinge of the hip here. And then extend the leg up, lengthening through the leg and flexing the left toes. Grabbing somewhere along the back of the left leg and bringing it towards the head, the face, keeping the shoulders on the floor, dropping the right knee to half butterfly if your body allows that. So I have I'm quite hypermobile, so my body is quite flexible, and that stretch doesn't work for me. So it doesn't work for everybody. Bring the left foot down, and finally coming to butterfly, soles of the feet together, dropping the knees out wide. We're preparing for a Shavasana. Please do it. It's not going to take you very long. If you have a jumper or something nearby that you can throw over you or put on, or if you want to put some socks on, by all means do so. In our butterfly, let's take one last full breath in this pose. And exhale. And coming into your Shavasana, extending your legs out long to the corners of the mat, taking your hands onto your body or out by the sides with the palms facing up, and closing down your eyes. Closing down your eyes. Taking a big breath in, fill the lungs, and make some sound, let it go. Nice release. Let's take one more inhale, and let it go. Now relax the jaw, the face, the tongue, the eyes, the eyebrows. The glutes are probably still quite tight and they hold on to quite a lot of tension until you really take your focus there and maybe shake, shake, shake them out. Relax, relax, relax. Relax your shoulders, your fingertips, your toes. Let the breath be natural, soft. Let's just take these last few moments here, staying in your Shavasana, your extended position. I'm really just embracing this moment of peace, of quiet. And quiet doesn't need to be quiet nearby or around you. It's quiet in your body, and ideally quiet in your mind. Can you come back to that understanding of transformation or rebirth? Or in the element of fire, it usually means we're letting go. We're moving on from the things that no longer serve us. We're burning through it and making space for something new. When you're ready, taking a breath in, filling your lungs. and sighing it out. And in your own way, coming back up, either just rolling to one side or bringing your knees into your chest and coming back to a seated position. And reclosing down the eyes, bringing the hands to prayer position, Anjali, thumbs at your heart. Letting go and noticing when something has ended and has passed is very, very challenging. But in this life, there's a beauty and a freedom to stepping into that, enjoying and remembering the learnings and the good parts, but knowing that there is now space for something perhaps equally or maybe not equally, but good and beautiful in its own way. Raising your thumbs to your forehead, taking a breath in and a bow. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you. I hope that you enjoyed. I'm going to try and do a few more of these. If you liked, let me know with a like or a comment. You can join the community or my community and join me live if you want to. I post through a mailing list, or you can join me on Instagram at deep.tide, or subscribe and do it again. See you soon. Goodbye.